Many of us feel uncomfortable around certain objects, situations, or animals. We might not like spiders or elevators, but we can tolerate them. We might hate public speaking, but we can do it when we have to. However, for some of us, a certain object or situation causes so much fear that we go to great lengths to avoid it, and our lives suffer as a consequence. In such cases, we may be dealing with a specific phobia. Interestingly, some people suffer from extremely rare and highly specific phobias. Here are 10 phobias you probably never knew existed. Ablutophobia, fear of bathing. Though uncommon in adults, many toddlers experience bathing fears for a few weeks or months as part of their development. In adults, ablutophobia may be related to early water-related trauma and can cause social problems due to hygiene issues. Isoptrophobia. Isoptrophobia is an unhealthy fear of mirrors. Some people fear mirrors due to self-image issues. People may also avoid mirrors because they distort the way an object looks. This phobia leads to lifestyle changes that enable people to avoid mirrors. Chaetophobia, fear of hair. People with this phobia often fear other people's hair and sometimes even animal hair. They may avoid people with thick, curly locks or simply fear loose, stray hair. Some may believe hair is dirty and that contact with it might make them sick. Others develop this phobia after struggling with scalp issues or hair loss. Linonophobia, fear of string. A person with linonophobia will have an extreme reaction, even when just thinking of string, let alone seeing it in person. People with linonophobia will avoid string or anything having to do with string, such as sewing or tying shoes. Hippopotamonstrous squipedaliophobia, fear of long words. Whoever coined this term had a fun sense of humor, is one of the longest words in the dictionary, and, in an ironic twist, is the name for a fear of long words. Omphallophobia, fear of belly buttons. People with this fear may avoid the beach, swimming pools, or other places where exposure is likely. In severe cases, they may cover up their own belly buttons with tape or bandages. Laconophobia, fear of vegetables. Irrational fear of vegetables is a specific phobia, an intense and irrational fear of a thing or situation that poses no real danger. It's important to understand that laconophobia is much more than disliking the taste of broccoli or green beans. Trypophobia, fear of closely packed holes, is an aversion or repulsion to objects like honeycombs and sponges that have repetitive patterns or clusters of small holes. People with trypophobia are disgusted by the pattern of holes. They don't necessarily have a fear of holes. Globophobia, fear of balloons. Balloon phobia or globophobia is a fear of balloons. The most common source of fear is the sound of balloons popping, but individuals can also be triggered by their texture and smell. People with globophobia might avoid parties in fear of balloons being present. Nomophobia, fear of being without a phone. This is one most of us can relate to, though we probably don't experience intense and persistent anxiety about the mere idea of being without a phone, having a dead battery, or having no cell service. The term nomophobia is a psychological condition when people have a fear of being without a mobile phone or not having access to the internet.